You probably saw this, but take a look again at what happened on Dancing with the Stars Tuesday night.
After 2 dances, the couple with the lowest overall combined total and therefore leaving right now is Shannen and Mark.
Well, there you go.
That was
First
so
a couple
sad.
eliminated this season, and here they are. Here's Shannon Doherty and Mark Ballas.
All right, nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
I love seeing you.
Oh, my God. Hey, Mark.
I never get to talk to you. I don't even like to speak to you.
Have a
It's so
seat.
great to meet you.
Can you get in okay?
Yeah, I'll be all right.
How you guys? You all right?
Look what Shannon did
Should I
to
hold the
Mark.
crutches? I feel like I should help. My God.
No,
Holy
I've
cow.
been holding his crutches, his bags, and everything for
Yeah.
him, so I'm used to it now.
But anyway, you were injured when you came out Monday night to dance, right? During
Yeah.
a rehearsal, what happened to you?
I heard it in the dress rehearsal. We were going through our jive, and we did this move at the end where we dropped real fast to the knee, and there was like a loud pop, and that was the muscle coming off the bone. So I went to the hospital afterwards, and I didn't want to, let her down and not have her dance with someone else, so they just, stuck it with something, and I went out and...
So you went out and did it.
Went out and did
Almost like playing pro football these days.
I guess.
So would you have been better if this didn't happen? I mean...
No. No. I mean, he was better. I don't think you can get better than Mark, even on an injury. So
you gave it the best you had then, regardless of the injury.
I didn't know. I mean, I watched you guys. There's no clue that you were injured. I can't believe that.
Yeah, I just went for it, and I was having fun, and we really loved the dance, and, just powered through it.
Yeah, and
Tried to ignore it for that minute 30.
I know. I'm so you're pro. I have to tell you, out of all the seasons we've done, your elimination was the most surprising. I actually texted somebody. I'm like, how did that happen? I'm on the show, and I'm like, how did that happen? I was waiting for my friends. What is going on?
Excuse me, it happened because the judges didn't help them.
I gave you guys good scores. You did well. I thought that week.
Anything you want to say to her right now, Shannon?
Here we go. Okay.
No, not at all.
I'm ready to take it.
I actually thought that your criticism, both performance nights, was really constructive and good.
Thank you.
And I have a really different outlook. Like, people are like, oh, you must be really upset. And I'm not upset. Like, yeah, that night I cried. My dad was crying.
What
It
you
was
did-
really,
see what you
really
did to-
emotional.
I cried that night, so I understand.
Everybody was crying that night. Mark was crying that night.
It was really
but
sad.
it wasn't. It's not like a, oh, I'm really upset that I didn't continue on. It's more of like, oh wow, it was the experience with him.
Yeah.
And continuing to be able to work with him.
And you enjoyed it.
That I missed.
But it was short. It didn't have to be that short. But anyway.
Stop blaming. We'll do our own dancing show.
This man.
Well, but do
You and I'll do it. It's good.
But there you were, Pamela Anderson and her guy, and you two. Don't you think you danced better than them?
Jeez, man.
Oh, don't you really think that, Mark?
You're amazing. I think that everybody on the show brings something incredibly unique and different to it.
But why did you have to leave?
And I don't know. I mean, on the internet right now, there's like 10,000
Well, sure,
conspiracy
people are
theories
very
of what's
upset.
going on.
Very
yeah,
upset.
it's pretty.
I say it's the
Regis
judges.
is very upset. He's been at me all morning about this. I'm like,
He's my man. We've known each other for a long
say it's that
time.
little-
He's got my back.
I know.
I say it's that little Italian guy again.
Again, it is.
You were asked to do the show
Bruno.
several times, right? And this time you did
For
it.
9 seasons, I was asked to do the show.
And this was the magic season.
It was. Well, my dad, my dad had a massive stroke on Christmas, and it left him without speech and mobility, and he got really excited. I sort of said it as a joke, thinking like, oh, it's going to be like every season where we laugh about it, not in a bad way. I love the show. I watch the show. But he knows that I have such a fear of live audiences that I would never do it. Like, you guys, I'm comfortable. Like, I think I've seen some of you here before. I'm like looking at faces going, I know you and you and you. So this is like family, you know? It's different when you're performing and you're doing all of that in something that's completely out of your safety zone, like dancing is for me. But my dad got really excited and he wanted me to do it, and I struck a deal with him that if he went to, speech therapy and occupational therapy and physical therapy twice a week, that I would conquer my fear for him. So that's why I did the show, and you know what, I did it.
No, but I want to ask though, so that night when you got home, how did he react?
He was really upset.
See what you did to him?
You broke my dad's heart.
He was there supporting you the whole time. I watched him. He was just like love all to you the whole night.
Yeah, he was, you know, but he was upset in the sense of he was worried about me because he knows I'm really competitive. He also knows that I'm you know, I'm very sort of, I'll keep driving forward until I master something. So for him it was like, wow, you didn't have the time to like master it. But I look at it as I do actually have the time because I have to dance on the finale. So
That's right.
That means that I have more time than anybody else to get a dance perfect.
Will you be able to be in the finale, or is it going to be your dad?
I'll be there.
How long is this injury going to take to heal?
They said it's at the most at 6 weeks. I could probably do it in 3 to 4.
Yeah.
So I'm
Well,
gonna
you'll still be on.
Are you going to do the jive again? Or are you going to do something new?
We'll probably do the job.
I would love to do something new if the producers would let us. Normally they don't, but maybe you guys can help us out and let us do something.
You guys can right
Shannen, Mark Palace. All right, we're going to miss you Monday nights. Take care, baby. Good luck to you. Mark, get well, okay? We'll be right back with the Auto Show cars in a moment.